Rosie, you're not allowed to ask, when are you coming to Ganeshpuri? But any other question you can ask.
I have a question that my internet doesn't work on Saturday only. Why?
Well, Rosie, I'm not wise enough. You may have to ask a greater being, perhaps someone in an ashram near you. They might
Yes,
have the answer
sure.
for that.
I did that.
Okay, I don't know. It seems bad luck that this doesn't happen. But perhaps if we do strong puja, then the internet can work at those times. But maybe we should.
Energy too.
Maybe we should do morning programs. That's the way around it. Okay, anything else?
Hi. Hi, Rosie.
How are you?
I'm very well. Nice to see you.
Yes, me too.
We'll see you soon.
Yes.
Rosie has a bed and breakfast in Ganeshpuri, and everyone loves to stay there because she's so full of love, and her food is also very good. And so she's very popular here. Okay, bye, Rosie.
With all your blessings.
Okay, Richard, I'm ready for another one.
Oh. We are in paradise. This is pre-paradise.
Okay.
This is what we do. This is how we prepare for paradise. You have people who can't see over cars, and they drive. Mostly crazy. They all are amazed at you. I tell the story of this brilliant young man from Brooklyn who is now Swami to the world, and they do not believe this. They cannot believe a being like you exists. And I said, I knew him when he was a being who did exist.
What?
I knew him when he was a being who did exist.
I don't believe I exist either.
But that's part of understanding who you are.
Okay. Don't embarrass me, Sam. Just ask me a question.
How are you?
Hello, dear. You're very cute.
How am I?
You're beautiful.
As are you.
Thank you.
Navima, hello. I'm waving. Hi, Navima. Love. Can you pan around the room?
Yeah, he wants to see all his friends.
Can you do that?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, hello. Okay. Good. Friends, family, loved ones, dear and near ones. Always a pleasure. Oh, interesting. Let me just.
Okay.
In my room. Can you see this on camera?
Yep.
All right. I have more people come and visit this and think it's a shrine.
It's a
I
shawl.
explain
It's a shawl.
the shawl.
Yeah.
I explain the connection, and they are just amazed. I will put it back on the wall. It's a decoration, not a shawl. But
You can wear it also, Sammy.
I know, I have.
Are you in Florida?
I am in Florida.
He's in Florida.
It is underneath a picture that you can't see, but the picture is a caricature of the prophet Moses saying, shape up and getteth thine act together. I thought it was interesting that I juxtaposed you and Moses.
Okay, Sam, I have to move on. It's been delightful.
Please, please, move on.
Okay. We love you. Come back soon.
I shall. Thank you. I shall.
It's Chitty.
I had to turn away from the window because the light from the river could be seen. How are you?
Hello.
Hello, I have a question about the guru-disciple relationship, please. Is the connection unceasing so that the guru is always tuned in to his disciple? I had another question that went before that, and it was, is the guru able to connect consciously and physically with the disciple whenever he wishes to? But because we were on a video stream, that's really answered that one, hasn't it? Is the connection unceasing, Swamiji?
The guru is always tuned in. The guru is omniscient, and the guru is the Shakti.
Yes.
The guru is the guru principle. That one always knows, and you can fool the external guru, but you can never fool the internal guru. The internal guru always registers. It gives you upward and downward shifts according to your understanding. And the outside guru can be an old fool, but the inner guru is very smart. Although in my experience, I found that my external guru seemed to somehow always know what was going on with me, better than I knew myself. So you can assume that.
And what about after transition?
After transition, from a spiritual point of view, the guru is just as present. And if you go to, many people here have experiences of Baba and Bhagwan Nityananda, and if you go to Ganeshpuri, the presence of the siddhas, especially Bhagwan Nityananda, is overwhelming. And though I never met Bhagwan Nityananda physically, I feel I know him intimately because the Shakti, the power, is definitely present. And this is something that, as you go deeper, you come in touch with. And you have to test it for yourself.
Yes.
And you know this already, don't you?
Well, I was listening to a speaker before you, and he was saying that there really aren't any questions. We just all know everything.
Yeah.
So we just sit and smile at each other, maybe.
No, that's good. That was a very good question.
Thank you very much.
Very good question. Find that principle, that guru principle within yourself.
Yeah.
And that's actually moment to moment. You know, we teach the Shiva process, a method of self-inquiry here. And the essence of the Shiva process is to keep that connection going. Keep it going 24/7. Every moment, be aware. Be aware when the connection is broken. You can experience that because there's a falling off, a feeling of contraction, of lack of energy. And then move back towards that connection. It's really quite simple, except that it takes all your insight, your energy, your intelligence, and your whole life really to master it. But that's what the Shiva process is, tuning to the guru principle.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Chitty. Nice to see you.
And love to everyone there.
Everyone says hello. Chitty is
you.
calling from Tasmania.
In Hobart.
Hobart, yes.
Yeah, I feel very connected to everybody. Thank you so much.
Bye, Chitty. Nice to see you.
Bye. Thank you.
This is great to have the satsang with all these people. I almost fainted when I saw Sam's face. I went to Eastern District High School in Brooklyn with Sam.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Rudrani. Let's.
Is that you,
Have
Rudrani?
your picture.
Oh my goodness, it is Rudrani, and I'm with two of my dear friends and students, and I'm so thrilled to see you. You're asking us to do things that are hard.
Is one of them under 15
there we
years
are.
old?
Oh, there we are. Yay!
Oh, Rudrani, there you are.
There, and this is Kyle and Donna.
Hello,
What are their names?
That's where, there we are, right there.
Kyle
Come
and Donna.
closer, Kyle, and every They met you all in New York, these
Yes,
two
they're
guys.
very familiar to me. Hello.
He doesn't want you to see it. Like this?
Jana.
Yes.
So let me tell everyone that Rudrani is an old-time Siddha yogi that I knew way back in the 70s, and she runs the World Yoga Center in New York City. And she's an excellent teacher of Hatha Yoga and a great Jnani herself. And she has a devoted following there. And she tries to behave herself as best she can.
I'm trying so hard.
Devi
How
Ma
many-
is here and quite a few people in the room. So, and some others who met you in New York.
Davy Ma! Davy Ma!
This is great. So, any questions?
Wow.
Yeah. Are you in the yoga?
In New York, there's a big upset in the Anusara community.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know how you handle those kinds of upsets.
Well, if it's what I think you're referring to, I only heard about it this morning, so I haven't had time to find out. But in general, the way I handle upsets like that, and there have been one or two, is to say that that you always have to remember that the Shakti is the guru. And the meaning of our lineage, I'm a great believer in lineage. And there are many gurus that are self-styled gurus. They read a book and they think, that's not hard to understand. I am that. I can understand that. And then they become gurus. But to be a guru in a lineage is really a different thing. It means that you're in touch with an ancient source. And you've also been tested and trialed and trained by a legitimate guru in your own right. And you've been fried in his saucepan and baked in his oven and every other thing, undergone every possible indignity until you're ripe. But the real guru is not the person, but the energy. And so you have to remain, whenever these things happen, these difficulties arise and questions about personal integrity or things go off the rails in one way or another, you have to remember that not to throw the baby out with the bathwater, that you follow the Shakti, you follow the energy. And there are many factors that you may not understand in it and so on. So as long as you don't lose contact with that Shakti, then everything else is all right. This is what I'd say above all things. Because in the years that I've been involved with the yoga, so many things have happened. So much is, very well, I go back 40 years and more with Baba, and so many things have happened after his death and so on. And yet the Shakti is still vibrant and powerful. But if we have judgment and anger and all those other things, they tend to turn us away from that Shakti. So, that's the important thing. That's what I would say in general. Specifically, I'd have to know more about the cases. How's that?
It's wonderful. This is my view, which is these are all movements of grace in consciousness. And these are events in the sadhana of everybody. So
Sadhana, yeah.
and there's purification happening.
And these things, they also expand our understanding in some ways, If we have a kind of a naive and superficial view, that'll get tested. Your consciousness has to become as vast as the universe. Your heart has to be as tolerant as the earth. And so you have to have understanding for all kinds of manifestations. And you have to have a faith that's so strong, nothing can shake it. So all these things arise that way.
So beautiful.
Yeah, so.
So beautiful.
Yeah, so I have to know more about the present situation. But it does sadden me, I have to say. Yes, what else?
Yeah.
You guys look beautiful. Whoop, now you.
Oh, we're slightly blown away that you're in Australia. It's like
I'm
we
actually.
didn't expect that.
Rudrani, full disclosure, we're really in Brooklyn.
Do it. I'm not.
There's actually a suburb of. I can't hear it, breaking up a bit.
Okay,
I didn't hear you.
let's say goodbye.
The sub.
Oh, you didn't hear me say there's I said there's a suburb of Melbourne called Brooklyn. And I was drawn to move there till I saw it.
I was gonna move there until I saw it.
Oh,
No, just a joke, never mind.
Okay, bad.
We got it.
Okay.
You break.
Okay. She's a great soul, Rudrani, does great work in New York. Uh-huh. What?
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Is that Ellen?
What's your name and where are you calling from?
Tyra and Doris, calling from California, Orange County, California.
Ah.
Hi, Mia. Hi, Lamia. Hi, Swami Ji. Hi, Debbie Ma.
Hello.
Hello.
You better come here, go over here. Is that, who are they? Your... Ah, okay. Hello.
Hi. Hi, Mia.
This is like a reunion. It is.
It's wonderful. Thank you for doing this. I've been staying up every night till 3:30 in the morning to see you all, and it's just wonderful. And I don't have to stay up tonight.
That's why I worry about North America. She's doing very well here.
Well, thank you. Well, we're so happy she's there because she just seems just so happy, Swamiji. Thank you so much. And Debbie Ma, too. My heart just pours love out for both of you. Thank you. And we do actually have a question.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Tyra and I received Shaktipa this weekend from Swami Shankarananda at Unity. And it was amazingly wonderful. And we wanted to know if there's anything you suggest we do to continue the energy from the Shaktipa going. We've been sitting in meditation daily, but we feel like maybe we should be doing more.
Meditation is fine. Just keep the meditation going. You can say the mantra. It'll unfold. It'll unfold.
Wonderful. Thank you.
It has the Kundalini Shakti is a divine Shakti and has a mind of its own. And it's awake inside and it will continue to, grow and so on.
Yes.
And always try to please the Kundalini. To keep it moving, feed it, make it happy. But it does go through many things because it moves in different centers and unblocks things and takes you through different life experiences so that you can become a clear and powerful channel of the divine. So that's very, very good.
It makes sense because we just can't stop smiling.
That's good.
Thank you so much.
That's very good. Nice to see you.
Good to see you too. Thank you.
How about that? How many brothers and sisters do you have? Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Swamiji.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You can see us now.
All right, now we have it figured out. Hi, Swamiji. Sorry, they left it to me to be the technician, and that's going to be a horrible result. But Anna promises. This is Anna.
Hi, Swamiji.
And Nandan.
Hi.
Who is it?
And Ivana.
Ivana? Who's in the back?
Can you see all of us?
Nandan.
Nandan.
I met you when you came here.
Oh, whoops.
He'll come back.
Nandan. Move closer.
I'm Nandan. I met you when you came here.
Okay. Hello. Welcome. And Anna, of course, I know.
And this is Ivana.
Hello, Ivana. Did we meet Ivana?
You didn't meet Ivana.
Okay, now I'm meeting Ivana. Hello.
Yeah, Ivana's been doing great work with the Shiva process.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And my husband had to go somewhere. And my son is asleep, so he wasn't feeling.
He's asleep.
So, this is the group.
Oh, good. Okay.
It's
wonderful to see you.
Same here.
Wonderful to see you.
Wonderful to see you.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
So I have a question. I just would like your reaction to this thoughts. About a month ago, I got a message from an ex-fiance whom was quite beloved to me, definitely a true love, I would say, in my life. And we ended for, I don't know, not because of love reasons, but more just logistical, what was going to be the best path for both of us reasons. And essentially have not really spoken over the last 20 years, except maybe 2 times. So about a month ago, I got a message from him, via Facebook, now that we're all on Facebook. And he, found me and said, "You look beautiful, you're a happy family, it's, blah, blah, blah." And I happened to be with my parents, whom he knew very well because of, when we were together was college and etc. So that was wonderful, this reconnection. Then the very next day from college, I get a text from my best friend from college who says, "Why didn't you tell me Wirt," this is the guy's name, Wirt, "was gay? Wow, big news." And so, of course, it took me a little while to process this, and I'm like, oh my goodness, wow, Wirt was gay. Thank God we didn't get married,
No wonder we didn't get married.
So maybe that's
good. Yeah.
So that's that. And then I have it in my mind that, I want to reach out to him. I loved him and say, congratulations, I'm happy for you. Like, this is amazing. And to just make that connection. So I'm home no less than 7 days. This is in Florida, I hear all this. I'm home less than a week. I'm in New York City. I live in Westminster. I'm in Soho. I go to this restaurant. This person lives in Virginia. And I look up. We're in a restaurant. I'm upstairs. I look out on this rooftop bar. I see a profile that looks familiar to me. I don't know why. And then I think, that looks like Wirt. But then I think, I'm seeing this because I want to see Wirt. It's on my mind. And then he's doing mannerism, this person, and I think that's Wirt. And I tell my girlfriends, I say, I have to go out there. I know it can't be, but I need so I can focus on dinner. And I go out there and it was him. And I'm still just reeling from this. And it was amazing. And he was with some friends. And I immediately pulled him to the side. And I just said, I just want you to know, I just heard your news. And I'm so happy for you. And I'm going to have dinner with my girlfriends, but then let's talk. And it was, I don't know. So just, what do you think?
Sounds like a screenplay to me. I don't know. Fantastic. A New York story, if ever there was one.
Yeah. It just, honestly, it felt analogous to coming to the ashram. It was your anniversary. It was auspicious.
Yeah.
and it just felt so auspicious. And I do feel like I've had an upward shift. I've stopped working. You don't know that. Your trip helped me decide, that my work is with my children. They're my gurus.
Yeah.
And,
Well, there's a word for it. My friend Master Charles has an organization called Synchronicity. And in consciousness, everything is interrelated. And the closer you get to consciousness, the more strange these coincidences and these insights and these flashes happen. And so that's obviously an extraordinary event. I think it's a celebration of consciousness. and it's great that he's gay, so you don't have to have any romantic problems with him. What? Richard, be good.
Well, I told Kyle.
I didn't hear. I can't hear. What's he saying?
I told Kyle, my husband, immediately, that I found out he was gay, and he was like, "Wow, that's crazy." And then I sent him a text from the restaurant. I've run into an old friend. I didn't want to say who; it's too detailed. But the next morning, when I told him, he was like, "Wow." And then when he got home from work, he said, I just can't get over it. It's just amazing. And it is. It really is.
I think it's great. Huh?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're completing karmas, so you can move on spiritually. As long as Kyle doesn't feel attracted to him. Okay.
Bye.
I'm going to say goodbye to New York. Chandralekha?
Bye-bye. Take care.
Chandralekha is doing very good work with all the gang in Anna. Did anybody else have a question? Or a story? New York has full of stories.
When are you coming back to New York again?
Yes. What? When?
When are you coming back to New York again?
Oh, very soon.
Thanks.
And Ivana has a question. That's a short question.
I have a short question about. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
How do you reconcile antidepressants and meditation? Someone who, are you allowed? If you've been practicing meditation and doing lots of yoga, but you still feel the need to take antidepressants, do you have any advice?
Yeah, well, look, I used to be sort of dogmatic about it. And of course, it would be wonderful if no one needed antidepressants and if through meditation you could overcome the need. But practically considered, sometimes antidepressants are something that we can avail ourselves of. They're part of Shiva's creation. They're part of what we're given in the divine. And I think we can use them. And hopefully as you grow and meditate, your need for them will drop away. But I certainly have nothing against them in certain cases. So you can continue your spiritual practice and still be taking antidepressants. It still be worthwhile.
Thank you.
It's a practical point of view. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great to see you guys.
Great to see you.
Great to see you.
All right, then we turn.
Huh? The kettle went off. This is not what I expected. This is very different. This is, yeah, satsang with Baba. This is like global satsang, huh?
Swamiji, if I may ask you a question.
Bhavani from England.
I believe I've got in touch with a very deep attachment that has figured in my life, more or less for the whole of my life, certainly for the last 65 years. And I believe I've got as I say, this insight into it. What would you advise or in terms of dealing with it so that I would like this structure to fall away? And I would love any wisdom to help me to do that.
Well, there are two aspects. One is as you move towards God or towards the self, you strengthen yourself and you weaken these tendencies, samskaras. So that's one method, is moving towards the good, then all these bad patterns weaken inevitably. And the other is going directly into those tendencies and undoing them. That's another way, and then releasing them. And you can do that through inquiry. But the worst thing you can do is to brood about it. So if you find these things and then you go on about, oh, these tendencies, they overwhelm me, that's in the wrong direction. Do the best you can. You see, if you can recognize them, and as they come up, and then you can discard them as they come up. But the thing is to recognize them. The real difficulty with tendencies like this is they get us unawares. We don't know they're operating, and then we're suddenly under the influence of these tendencies. So the fact that you're more aware of it is a very, very wonderful thing. And keep moving, keep your sadhana moving. Move towards the self, the guru, towards God, and these will weaken inevitably.
Just one extra bit to the question. So I'm conscious of it, and so as aspects of that particular attachment come up, are you saying in those moments to just, I suppose I need a little method. Is it to offer it up, or is it to say the mantra?
The best method is the mantra is good. Also, Patanjali's method of contemplating the opposite. So if you think about, if you feel like a victim, then think about the opposite. If you feel helpless, think the opposite. Don't go into the drama of it, then it's winning. It wins if it pulls you into it.
No, I'm very conscious of that part of it.
That's great.
I think I'm just about getting on top of it, but it does come up and...
You're almost there.
I won't. All right, thank you very much.
Okay. Good. How are we doing, Richard?
So far not a Skype caller, but let's just have another room question.
Okay, a room question.
Hello, Swamiji.
Yes, my dear.
I've got a question about second force. So when it manifests, is it a sign that you're going down the wrong path? Or is it a sign that you have to meditate, or is it a sign that you need to put more effort in, or what's the purpose of it?
Well, second force is it's a technical term, so I better explain it to the listeners out there. It means when you feel a block. That's the easiest way to think about it. That you've got a plan, you want to do something, and a block comes up. It can be an external block, like somebody says, no, you can't, or you don't have enough money or something. Or it can be a feeling inside of blockedness, of, that this is not right, I can't move. I want to do this, but I can't do it. So they're very significant. And it can be one of a number of things, can be some of the things you mentioned and other things. And the best thing to do is inquire into it. Not to try to run roughshod over it, but to sit with it and inquire and see what it's telling you. Ask it, what are you saying to me? And the whole mechanism is perfect within you. The self, the mind is always speaking to you. So you have to inquire and find out what it is, what's going on, what do I have to do? And then you'll be able to find a movement that dispels that. You'll get to it. But you should be flexible, not try to, force your way. A lot of times we use force to get what we want. We use our will, we say here, our navel. We used to navalize, push through. But sometimes we're thrown back. And it's in those moments we should really examine. Because if you live with perfect harmony, you're always flowing. You never stop. And when a stop sign comes up, then you have to examine it and then keep flowing. And sometimes you have to be very imaginative in your response to things. You have to do, as Nick would say, a hag. You have to make a compromise and move off and do this and do that. When things keep coming up in your life, certain kinds of difficulties, it is a sign that you have to go look deeper. So that's a very good question. Everybody has to deal with second force in their lives all the time. Negative emotions, obstacles, frustrated plans, all kinds of things like that. Because don't we all fundamentally want to be harmonized with God's will? What's the percentage of following your self-will against God's will? Believe me, you're not going to do very well in that condition. And it's going to show up as a tension, as a block. So we all have to learn the movement of the flow of surrender. Because when we do that, when there is that surrender, we live in a state of bliss. We get tremendous inner rewards. And actually everything happens for the best. The thing we think we want really wouldn't be good for us. The thing we think we fear is something we have to undergo. And it cleans something up. So we don't have enough information. So it's very good. Second force is a very big thing in our lives to understand it. Yes. Are we in the room again, Richard? Yes. Okay. Stephen.
Swamiji, I read spiritual teachings by some of the Advaitin teachers like Nisargadatta, who say that you basically don't need to do anything, you don't need to attain anything. You've already got it all. That seems to be at odds with my experience here, where, I'm working quite hard to attain something, but then you read this kind of teachings, you think, well, do I just need to change my attitude or my perception, and I could just, boom, be self-realized like that?
It's one of the great paradoxes in spiritual life, is that there's nothing to do and nothing to attain, and everything is present, and you've got to work bloody hard and give every bit of blood and sweat in you to attain it. So that's the paradox. Go figure. Go work it out. But it's important while you're doing your spiritual work to remember that it is true that the self is always present and it's always available. And when you find yourself out of phase with it, you have to make some effort to do it. In the scripture, the Shastra on mantra, they talk about mantra, and they say mantra is a carrier of grace. This is called the Chaitanya mantra, the living mantra, the mantra that you get from a realized being, from a powerful lineage. And this mantra carries grace. And when you say that mantra, if you're tuned in, you can experience that grace. But that's only half of it. It says the grace of the mantra is one thing, and then the effort of the seeker is the other. So the seeker has to make effort, and then the grace, and the two things meet. And Baba used to say the two wings of the bird. One is effort, and one is grace. So you can't cheat sadhana. You have to make some effort. I don't care what modern spiritual teachers are saying. You do have to make effort. It's important to make effort in the right direction, but there's an abundance of grace that's available once you orient the correct way. So there's the paradox. Yeah.
Swamiji, there is something that I feel has a lot of Shakti, and every time I think about it, I feel very uplifted. But I get feedback that maybe it's not right for me. And I was wondering, could it be a false bandha? Is there such thing as a false bandha?
Oh, yes.
Am I wrong?
Oh, yeah, because the spanda is filtered through our needs, our desires, our ego. So sometimes it's not completely reliable. And Baba used to say, if you get the same message 3 times, then it might become reliable. And said, but always you should ask the guru. because the guru will give you the straight dope. And if you're afraid of asking the guru it, then you may know somewhere that maybe it's not right. But you have to see. Maybe the A statement is, I want to do this. I want to do this. That's the A statement. That doesn't mean it's right to do it, but it means that locates what's, then you can work from there. Did we have somebody coming through? Oh,
Yeah, I have a question about food, Swamiji.
about food.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
and
jelly beans were very nice.
Oh, it's working now.
The jelly beans were very nice, Pina.
Sorry?
I said
I didn't.
the jelly beans were very nice.
Oh. I still didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
You don't want to hear it. Go on. Pina sent me some jelly beans for Christmas.
I'm just thinking about food and spirituality and meditation and things like that. Like I have a son that only wants to eat meat. You know, like my family's not vegetarian. I usually make a vegetarian meal and then I cook some meat on the side for the meat eaters. But yeah, I just wanted to know what you thought about food, or is it the quantity of food? Like if you have a small amount of anything, it's going to be light. And
did you say that you have a desire to eat meat? Is that what's happening?
No, not at all.
Oh.
No, not at all. What I do, my girls like to be vegetarian. I have 2 girls and 1 son and my husband. And so I cook a vegetarian meal and then I make some fish or chicken or whatever for them as well on the side.
That's okay. Men sometimes need meat because they have to have coarse and stupid thoughts. So it helps that. They're brutal creatures, you know. But the ashram here is vegetarian, and I'm a vegetarian, and I'm a firm believer in vegetarianism, but I don't make that a stipulation. A, because I'm a realist, and B, because there are certain physical conditions that apparently meat is helpful to. I have a lot of problems with the way animals are grown and slaughtered, the way, the incredibly unkind way that they're handled. But Baba was a very strong vegetarian, and he would make statements. But of course, again, a lot of devotees did whatever they wanted in their own house. But in his ashram, it was vegetarian. He would emphasize the amount of food. That it's important. He followed the Ayurvedic path, which is it's important to eat not too much food. He'd say keep the stomach half, fill it half with food, a quarter with water, and leave the rest to circulate. Leave it empty. And then he'd say eat fresh foods in season.
Yeah.
And so that was his basic thing. Don't eat too much, and that'll be much better for you. Because when you eat too much, it draws on the energy and everything goes into digestion, and it gets you out of whack. It can cause physical ailments, and it can lower the consciousness. But I'm with you. That's all right. And I think it's fine for you to cook meat for your family if that's what they want.
Okay. Thank you. I have another question as well.
Okay.
Can I have 2? Can I have 2?
Sure.
Yeah? Thank you. The other question is about meditation.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Often I find with my meditation, I usually meditate in the morning, but then around 11 o'clock, I'm just have to sit down and meditate for just a little, just half an hour or something like that. Otherwise, I can't keep my eyes open or do anything else. And that happens to me every couple of hours. So do you think I should give in to that, or is that just like
absolutely, you should
a
give into it.
laziness thing?
Pina, if it's practically possible,
Yeah.
then give into it. Because the best meditation is spontaneous. And Baba used to say that meditation will pursue you. You don't have to pursue it. And once there's the Kundalini awakening, you find that meditation follows you. And so that's great. But if it gets in the way of some work thing or family thing, then you'll have to not do it. Just be practical about that. It's great. It shows you that your meditation's going very well. That's good.
But is it about quantity and not quality?
Well, that's quality. If meditation spontaneously comes up and your mind, I think many of the people here know that there are times when the mind just stops and you're kind of in a mind-free, ecstatic state. And it's good to meditate then. You just have to do it. So it's great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice seeing you. Take care, dear.
Happy birthday, Swamiji.
Oh, yes.
Next month. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
What's happening, Richard? Oh. What's happening, Richard? Philip.
Oh. Hey. Oh, can you still hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead, Philip.
Oh.
I know Philip from back in my days of being in the Fitzroy Ashram. He was, were you an ashramite there? I think you were. Or did you live outside?
Your sound is cutting out.
That's because I'm not speaking.
That's because, and then you cut out again.
Okay.
Hi, my Davy. How are you?
Why don't you ask a question?
I don't have a question. I just wanted to say hello. I just wanted to see the thing work. To talk to you, just being in my own home, this live stream. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Sorry, I don't have a question.
That's all right.
Am I the only one on the live stream now here, or is there others as well?
No, there are others.
What?
There's others. There's a lot of people.
Oh, there are people watching, yeah. But they're not calling up at the moment.
People are also watching. Oh, I'd like to have your blessings, because I'm actually just applying to become a marketing manager for a local school here, and it's a very exciting job. Many aspects of marketing that are involved here. Photography, of course, video as well, designing brochures, posters, all those things. Even doing a layout for future school expansions and things like that. So building 3D buildings and things like that. Like I've sent you when you were building this building you're sitting in now. I've sent you a 3D my version of it at one stage. Yeah. So I'll be doing all those things for them, and I'm just putting a big proposal together. And so I'd love to have you blessed.
Well, you have our blessing. We really hope you get it. Have you been to see have you seen the new hall? Have you been down here since we?
Yeah, I was there. I was there when with the Nityananda Murti weekend.
You met Bhagwan. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yes, I did. Yeah.
Maybe you could show Richard. Maybe they could show the viewers the Murti of Bhagwan. That would be a lovely thing.
I've got a beautiful picture right above my computer screen. You there? the girls dancing.
Ah.
It's a big one. It's an A2 size picture.
Very nice.
I'm giving myself away because I'm actually going to send it to you for your birthday.
Oh, well, thank you. I love it. It's beautiful. All right, Philip, take care. Come soon.
I'd love to. I'm thinking about coming for your birthday, but I don't know if I can because this new job application.
Well, I hope you get it. That would be even better.
I'd love to come and see you. Bye-bye,
Okay,
Swamiji.
bye. Very good. I want to thank everybody from elsewhere who participated. That was a lot of fun. And when we do it again, we'll have to get more participation. I'd love to see the whole world there. It's very good. And everybody in the room did very well. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Sakyana Maharaj Ki Jai. I want to thank Richard and Samadhi for this great experiment. It was a lot of fun. And I want to tell everybody out there, keep the fire of your sadhana blazing. Don't lose hope. Keep moving towards the self, and everything will happen. And we'll see you all soon. Bye.